Good morning, day 4. Mayflies were not that bad this morning. I don't know why, but that's a good thing. I don't know, I got a lock coming up. I can see it. I don't think I'm going to hit any more locks the rest of the day. The next one's pretty far away. It's getting a lot more scenic than being in the sanitation canal with all the sunken boats and all the burned down cars sticking out of the water. Back there I had 20-foot rock cliffs on both sides, but we're in the trees now. That'll turn into 150 to 200 foot vertical cliffs down in Tennessee to get it real scenic, and then the leaves should be changing by then. So fuel, the guys in that flotilla, I was talking to them about their fuel burn, and they average about 8 gallons an hour. It's pretty good. That's really good for a boat. So 8 gallons of diesel fuel at $6 a gallon, that's what they're running 12 hours a day. Me, on the other hand, I've been motoring for 3 days, and my fuel needle just now is on the left side of the full mark. So I'm still kind of on full, just nudging off of full in 3 days. And I have a small tank compared to theirs. Their tanks are huge. So I'm curious what I'm getting for fuel range. I'm really bad at the trip calculations and resetting the trip odometer and whatnot. I know how far I've gone since I left. I just don't know how far I've gone since I turned the engine on. So when I get to a half a tank, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'll have to backtrack on Google Maps or Google Earth or something and try and do a trip path and see how far I've gone. But I'm just curious about that, what my range is, because like I said, 3 days of motoring and I'm still on full. That's that. Locks coming up. We're underway. Chris and Maddie, keep an eye out. I will be anchored in Sabong Bay in Puerto Galera. Give me 5 to 8 years. I don't know. We'll see. I'm heading that way. All right, guys. I will turn you back on when I run aground again. Hopefully not. All right, so I was wrong. That wasn't the lock back there. The lock is right here. Just contacted the lock master. They're filling the chamber back up. They're going to do a little bit of maintenance. So I slowed down. I just cut the RPMs in half. I'm just kind of coasting down here. I don't know. It may be an hour before I get in there. I don't know. But pretty spot. You can't see it because I can't zoom in with this thing very far. But it's all cliffs over here. It's cliffs over there. The dam's right in the middle. The tree line over here is changing colors. A lot of red, a lot of yellow. Yeah. I do not mind hanging out here for an hour, hour and a half, waiting on the lock. That's that. Once again, standing by. Real fast. I keep forgetting to give a shout out to Podell. He sent me a little care package when I was in Chicago. He mailed me a Tupperware container just filled full of cigars. Just an assortment of cigars. Thanks, buddy. I'm really enjoying these. Real fast. I forgot to mention this morning, I anchored between those 2 islands just overnight. So I got there at dark. I left in the morning, I think at 9 o'clock or 8 something. My anchor chain was covered in snails. And I just walked up there just to kind of walk around the deck. I'm waiting at the lock. I'm still at the same place. And I'm stepping on snail shells, like ow, 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 all over the deck up there. So it's kind of strange to have snails even 60 foot up on my chain, there were snail shells all over it. So thought that, oh, look, the gate's open. I gotta go. All right, I probably should have recorded the upriver stage of this. This is a small little operation, but those are steel floats, floating steel discharge pipe. It's a small dredging operation, and that's why we're dredging, because it's shallow water. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to try and get by them. They're right in the middle of the channel. I tried to call them. No one's answering the radio. Give this a shot. I can't get anybody on the radio. There's an upriver section of this, and there's a downriver section. Those are all steel floats floating a steel discharge pipe. It's a very small river dredge. They're dredging the river. I can't get them on the radio, and they're kicking around quite a bit. I'm only in 5 feet of water, 6 feet of water. So hopefully they see me. I'm going to try and get by them. That's how they maintain the channel here. Itty bitty little dredge. Alright, I'm going to shut this down and try and get by them. Alright, there's the cutter head. The operator sits in there. There's a big cutter head down there chewing up the ground, the earth, sucking all the mud and sand up. That was tight. Looking at my depth, I'm on bottom. I just hit bottom, trying to get around him. All right, I went over it. I'm only in 6 inches of water. Lucky that was all sand and mud. Yeah, I'm glad those guys, I tried to get them on the radio for about an hour, nothing. Tried to squeeze by them and bottomed out. That was close. Can't get good help these days. All right, I just dropped the anchor. Man, this is tight. This is me zoom out here. There you go. Got these series of islands here. I came down. I came back up at this little channel here, left the channel, and the reason why I came up in here so far, you know, I got bank right here, tight little channel here, bank right here. I guarantee it's 3 feet of water just off both sides of the boat. I guarantee it. The wind's going to come from this angle. Not really worried about the wind because I have a 0.4 knot current. So all I got to do is situate myself with the rudder, lock the rudder all night, and it should keep me, you know, nice and steady. But these loopers, man, they got these full displacement hulls, these or semi-displacement hulls, these trawlers, and man, they throw a 7-foot wave. It's insane, and yeah, I don't want to get hit by a 7-foot wave in the middle of the night. Towboats, no. Barges, no. No wake. Sailboats, no wake. Trawlers, it's off the charts. So I wanted to make sure. The anchorage guide said anchor way back there, but then you're open to all the trawlers that go by. So I wanted to make sure I had a little piece of land right here to help out, block it. So that's that. So if you see me on the marine traffic and wonder why I'm tucked way back up at this little dangerous spot, that's why. Good night. Oh, tired. It's a rough night. Not because of the water or anything. I was solid as a rock. I felt like I was on the hard back here. It was nice. I was overrun by mayflies last night. I put a pole in the water. I got my bow out, my bow fishing rig out. I was tuning it out. It wasn't shooting right the last time I had it out, so I was trying to tune that out. I was target practicing on leaves. As leaves floated past the boat, I would shoot the leaves, so I got that all tuned out. But my anchor light is on the hardtop now. Normally my anchor light is 60 feet above me on my mast. Well, the thing's bright, so it lights up the whole boat. And I was overrun with mayflies. I couldn't breathe. They kept going up my nose. I had to put my shirt over top my face to breathe, and I couldn't see. I was trying to get my fishing poles in, and they were all in my eyes. They were in my ears. I almost fell off the boat. Just completely just swarmed me. The entire boat was covered. It was disgusting. So I haven't been outside yet. I got a vacuum here because mayflies only live for like 1 day, 24 hours. So if 1 million of them come to a light source, 15% are probably going to die right there. So it's probably going to be a mess out there. And it's probably got dew on the boats. They're probably all stuck to the water. It's going to be, I'm going to open it up. Like I see a mayfly. I think right there, somehow it got in. It's gonna be a long morning. I need to take my DC to DC charger. I gotta take it apart. I think I got a blown fuse in there. They quit charging the other day, and no, just an optical illusion. No mayfly, but I see him in the companionway. It's all dirty, but you can see him out there. So let's open it up, see how bad it is. Oh my. Look at all of them. On my shoe. The back of the boat. Completely covered. They're everywhere. I hate mayflies. They're disgusting. I hate them worse when I'm working because I get my dive hat, and sometimes you miss one and you get down there in the water and you got a great big mayfly just flying around, crawling on your face and your eyes while you're down there trying to work. It's nasty. All right, let me get the vacuum out. Man. So I've been vacuuming and vacuuming. I got a lot of cleanup left, these damn bugs. But look at this. This is on top of my hardtop. Look at that pile up there. What's nasty is, because when I was vacuuming the cockpit out, is the larvae. They're only alive for 24 hours. They don't even eat. They don't even have mouths. They just breed, and that's it. So they come to the light source, and I got little larvae eggs everywhere up there. I guess I only have a potable water hose. I threw all my utility hoses away to make room, but I guess I have a submersible pump. I could run an extension cord to it because I got larvae and eggs all over up there. But if I hose the boat off, I'm hosing the boat off with muddy water, and the boat's gonna be covered in mud when it dries. It's gonna be every night, man. Every night. They are nasty. I can't stand mayflies. All right, I just tossed a half a 5-gallon bucket of mayflies in the river for the fish to eat. I got to get the pump out. Well, the pump's already out. I'm going to throw the submersible pump in the water, plug it in. I'll run my potable water hose to it, I guess. I have filters, so, you know, I don't know. I'll have to deal with that. But the egg sacs. They're not larvae, they're egg sacs. They're stuck to everything. They're like sticky pieces of rice. I can't get them off. I got to get a hose out and a scrub brush and all kinds of stuff. This is going to be hours and hours every day. I don't know how far south mayflies go. I don't know. I've seen them as far south as Cincinnati area, Ohio River. I can't say I've ever seen them down in the Gulf. I don't know. Chime in, guys down south. Do you have mayflies down south? I'm curious. I don't want to deal with this every day. I know they're seasonal, but yeah, they live for 24 hours. They have no mouths. They don't feed. They don't do anything. They hatch. They swarm towards light. They mate, and they lay all that sticky, nasty. Those are all egg sacs everywhere, all over the boat. I can't get them off, so I got to hose them off. It's fine though. The guy behind me, he's the guy from Sweden. He anchored in behind me last night. He saw me. He came in here. I hear him pulling his anchor now, but I couldn't get out anyway, so I might as well do this. It's a real tight channel, extremely tight. I can't turn around. It's tighter than my boat is long. Mayfly, and so I got to back all the way out, so I couldn't leave anyway with him behind me. So that's that. I'm gonna fire the water pump up and scrub the boat off with muddy water. It is what it is. Well, this is day 5, end of day 5. I'm not sure if this is a good idea or not, but I'm underneath the bridge in Peoria, Illinois. I dropped the hook right here, the channel. It's on the other side of that piling. I got a wall right over here. I got a submerged pipeline right behind me. So, we'll see how it goes. The wind's going to change direction. There's not much current. Hopefully it kind of holds me here and the piling kind of, I don't know. I don't blow over there, we'll see. But there's city docks down there, but you can't do anything with them. You can't do anything with them. I try to get in there. The Swedish boat tried to get in there. There's a pontoon boat trying to get in there. It's just a mess. This is all a mess right here. So the noise you hear, I won't hear inside. I got fans going and I'll watch a movie and fall asleep. I'll be fine inside. But yeah, this is a first for me. Let's see how this works out. I'm gonna take a shower, go to the barbecue place. Bass Pro Shops is right there. Walmart's right there. See how it works out. End of day 5.